don't even know if they've watched it yet, Phyllis. Lily hadn't even watched it when I spoke to her.
Take it from someone who's been there. I get it. It took my kids a long time to trust me after I faked my own death.
How if you're really, 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 really lucky, you find your person. The one. The one.
What the hell are you doing here? You know what? Never mind. I don't care. Just go right back out the way you came. Whatever fresh craziness this is, I don't have time for it.
Oh, Nick.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, welcome back to the channel. Okay, y'all, buckle up because today's episode of Y&R had breakups, business pitches, and a truth hunt so messy it could have been sponsored by none other than Scooby-Doo. And I'm telling you, Claire is basically telling everybody, including Kyle's mother, Diane, sorry, not sorry. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and unpack this Genoa City drama. So Claire walks into society looking like she's ready to drop a bomb, and Soapy's, she does. She tells Victoria and Nikki she needs some time off from work because she needs to take a break and some time for herself and how she's headed to LA. And at first, Nikki's over here thinking, oh, cute, a little romantic getaway with Kyle. But nope, Claire said, not today. I broke up with him. Now, Victoria and Nikki gagged like somebody just announced that Genoa City ran out of champagne. And Claire is in her era of self-discovery. She's into her hot girl fall era. I mean, she's basically saying, listen, I jumped into my first relationship a little bit too soon. And now I need to learn how to live before I can love. Like girls quoting some type of weird Hallmark movie. But you know what? She said it and she meant it. And she said it with her chest. And of course, Diane shows up just in time like a nosy hawk circling the Newman family dinner table. She overhears Kyle's name and is like, excuse me, you broke up with my son? And Nikki is throwing her 2 cents in, clapping back immediately with mind your business, Diane. Let me tell you something, Nikki. A lot of the drama in Genoa City is because of you and your husband and her husband. Anyway, Diane goes into mama bear mode saying Kyle only kissed Audra to expose her. Sure, Diane. I kiss people to expose them too. I mean, he was partially right, but yeah, the way he did it was kind of shady. Claire, to her credit, keeps it, I guess, snippy and says that she just don't know how to love a man like Kyle yet. Girl, police. You were begging Kyle to jump through hoops for him to prove his love to you over the past year. Yet you want to go running off to LA with Holden. I guess you're not going to love that man. I think you in lust with him. Yeah, well, that left Diane clutching her takeout like it was her last lifeline. Meanwhile, over at Jabot, Kyle is sulking to Jack like he just got rejected from prom. Now, he admits Claire dumped him, and Jack, surprisingly, in his head, meaning Kyle, doesn't take his side. Jack's like, son, sometimes ripping off the Band-Aid is a smart move. Translation, Kyle, yeah, she wasn't really that into you, and she's trying to find herself with somebody else. Then Diane busts in, her takeout like she's running Postmates, trying to spin Claire's trip to LA as just space. Girl, Claire packed her emotional U-Haul and drove off. It's done. But Kyle, he's spiraling, wondering if Claire is going to realize that she never loved him at all. Man, she already said it. You're just not catching up. Now on to Tessa. This girl is in full detective mode. She tells Sharon that she hadn't heard from Mariah, and instead of just texting her or trying to get answers, she's planning a whole investigation trip. And guess who's tagging along? Daniel, because nothing says marital support like bringing another man to snoop on your wife. Sharon, trying to be the queen of concern, warns her that this could actually backfire. Tessa's like, well, she already pushed me away, so what else do I have to lose? Which is basically soap opera code for everything's about to blow up. Daniel now joins in, trying to play voice of reason, but Tessa's not hearing it. This woman said, I'm going to find the truth no matter what. Okay, Nancy Drew, let's just hope you don't uncover something that make you wish you hadn't bought that plane ticket. So now we swing over to the city overlook, and Sally Spectra logs into Billy's chat account like a hacker from CSI, only to FaceTime Jill. And Jill's like, why are you on my son's computer? What's actually going on here? Now Sally launches into this whole speech about how she's falling for Billy and wants Jill to invest in Abbott Communication because Billy's a mess. Now Jill is sipping her tea like, girl, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Sally, though, is relentless. She frames it like Jill could either reconcile with Billy or just make a sound business decision move. And Jill's intrigued, but doesn't really give her an answer. Translation, tune in next time when she probably stirs some pots some more. Back at Society, Nikki and Victoria are stressing about Holden, a.k.a. who was playing Damien, Mr. Mystery Man. Nikki's suspicious. And then we see Claire talking about, oh, don't hold that against him, but you hold that kiss against Kyle, but you couldn't hold a man faking an identity for his boss and who is currently working for the same man as well. But everybody need to overlook that, Claire, right? Why? Because you want to screw him? Right. Anyway, Nikki says that she doesn't want her granddaughter out in LA with some sketchy man. But Victoria casually mentioned that Nick and Sharon is going to be out there too, so at least somebody can spy on her. Classic soap parenting. And finally, the heartbreak showdown. Claire runs into Kyle, who heard about her LA plans from his mama. Kyle's big question, are you going to LA just to get away from me? And Claire's like, no, sweetie, this isn't about you. And then he was like, okay, well, I think it's probably more about Holden. I know he's headed out there. And let's be real, she is jetting off with Holden. It's at least a little about him. Okay, so there you have it, folks. Yeah, Claire is off to LA with Holden. Kyle is drowning in tears and Diane's takeout. And Sally's hustling investors behind Billy's back. And Tessa is about to solve the case of the missing wife. Genoa City, I guess, is never boring at this point. It's basically a reality show with better lighting. What did you think of today's episode? Will Sally actually get Jill to open that wallet? I mean, seriously, do you think Claire and Kyle are really done, or is just that's the appetizer before the messy main course? I find that very interesting because on the September 26th episode, she said, well, maybe just a little bit of time. We'll see. It may not be forever. So you want Kyle to be on ice while you go screw Holden and maybe, just maybe, come back to Kyle. Right. Anyway, let me hear your thoughts and theories in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Till the next time, we'll see you all soon. Bye, Soapies.